This month's Light Logic topic is all about reprogramming our subconscious mind using affirmations in a very specific, particular way so that we actually believe that abundance is our birthright. Not some intellectual concept, not some theoretical notion, but that we actually wholeheartedly, experientially, feelingfully, and viscerally believe that abundance is our birthright. Because when we claim it, when we own it, call it self-assurance, call it self-confidence, call it whatever you want. But when we're in that mode, we're sending out vibrations, we're exuding a kind of energy that calls to us the opportunities, the circumstances, and the people that will help bring our desires to fruition. So the subconscious mind is a really fascinating phenomenon, at least it is to me. And you want to think of it like, just imagine that as you come out of your mother's womb, they slap a GoPro to your head, kind of like a microchip. Do you know that people are actually getting microchips in their hands already? Note to self, I am going to be the last holdout on the microchip thing because I have enough to clarify my own thoughts and disassemble my own subconscious reprogramming, let alone having the government download their ideations into my emotional and intellectual subsystem. So back to the GoPro. Think of a GoPro as your subconscious mind. And it is strapped to your head, and as you go through your life, it's filming absolutely everything. It's recording every impression, every feeling, every image, every sensation, sight, sound, taste, the whole gamut. Whether you label it as good, bad, or indifferent, it's all being recorded. And that's kind of a good thing because there's certain things that once you learn it, you don't have to learn it all over again. Like, who wants to be a 40-year-old that has to first learn how to tie their shoe every single time? So it puts things on automatic pilot. And that's not such a bad thing if it's what you want to be on automatic pilot. The other thing about our subconscious mind is that it has no frame of reference for time. Time does not exist. Everything is happening right here, right now. So what happened when you were 2 years old in a certain kind of interaction, if you're in a situation and you're interpreting that situation the way you did when you were 2, you're going to have the same kinds of reactions. So we want to soothe our subconscious for the things that are not appealing to us, and we want to allow the things that we want to accentuate to rise to the surface. Okay? So it has no sense of time, and it's a recording device. And we want to deliberately design our delights. We want to pick the thoughts and the experiences that will deliberately design our delight. And the reason why I use that word combination is because when you take the DE off of deliberately design delight, it stands for liberating signs of light. And that's pretty much exactly what you're doing. So here is the tip. Every night, and I do this every night, I write out 20 affirmations. And then at the bottom of the page, I write out a couple of key words that were the events of the day, so I can remember what that day was like that day. So let me give you an example. And you always want to start out exactly where you are emotionally and build from that vantage point. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's say you have a work project. Maybe you're doing a workshop, or you did a speech, or something like that, and you had a fantastic day. Everything went so seamlessly, and you just feel on top of the world. So that night, you're writing out your affirmations, and you're going to start out in a pretty high place. You might say, I am invincible. I am inspiring. I have so much to contribute to the world. I am excited about the world and my new career unfolding effortlessly. And you'll go on and on and on. And at the bottom of that page, because you feel really good about how that day went, you're going to highlight with the color yellow. Yellow for like a sunny day. Okay. Then maybe you have another day where you give a workshop or a seminar or a speech, and it's sort of come see, come saw. It was okay, it wasn't horrible, but you were not feeling in the groove as much. So you write the notes of the events of the day at the bottom of the page, and you start again exactly where you are. And the reason why you start where you are emotionally is because if you say something like, I am on top of the world, or I am invincible, when you're really not feeling like that, what you're doing in essence is having a conversation with the universe, accentuating the gap between where you are and where you want to be. So you're actually focusing on the absence of what it is that you aim to create. So on a day like that, you might say, I am showing up for my life, and I'm proud of that. I am practicing my desire with focus. I am taking it one step at a time. I can remember not that long ago when I felt exhilarated and extremely masterful in what I performed. Okay, so that's sort of the middle of the road. Now, what about those days where you just don't feel like yourself, right? It's just one of those days, and even to say, I am okay is a stretch. Well, remember, you always start where you're starting off. And so you might say, I like the idea of feeling okay. I'm looking forward to feeling better tomorrow. I am remaining open to a flow and an ease. I might not be able to even imagine it today, but I'm getting closer to it. And I have the intellectual knowledge that emotions are simply energy moving. So when I'm not feeling so good, I can feel good because it's moving through me. The reason why you do these affirmations right before you go to sleep at night is because when you go to sleep, you're opening your posture. You're in a much more receptive, allowing state that allows these new ideas to sort of circumvent your system and massage you while you sleep and soothe you. And if you're having an extra challenging day, redefine what successful means. Always remember that emotions are the key to everything. They are the key to not only being successful, but feeling successful. And redefine successful to sharing undivided, crystal clear exhaltations, supporting soulfulness for unilateral love. Because when you redefine it like that, and it has less of a concrete goal, and you just understand that as you share your undivided, crystal clear exhaltations, meaning you're sharing a piece of yourself to support a level of soulfulness for the world, you are actually fortifying unilateral love for everyone around. Because when you self-nurture yourself, you're sending those energies out into the world. It may be a little bit difficult or challenging to conceive of that, but you are making a difference. So redefine successful so it soothes you, and then you'll be right back on track. Good luck. And one last thing, go back and look at the affirmations so that you can witness how you felt exhilarated, a week ago or a month ago. So it reminds you that you did feel differently because it was by your own hand that you wrote those affirmations. Okay, now I'm done. Thanks.